Hey, 42 here. There are some wild conspiracy theories out there. Let's delve into some of the most recently concocted theories. One of the most prolific conspiracies of recent times is the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Boeing 77 Flight MH370 on the 8th of March 2014. Theories range from alien abduction to a terrorist hijacking, but one of the most disturbing conspiracies surrounding the plane's disappearance arose when it was discovered that an identical plane to Malaysian Airlines Flight MH370 was found in storage at Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport in Israel. The twin plane has been in storage at Tel Aviv Airport since November 2013. The only difference between the plane and the one that disappeared over the Indian Ocean is the serial number. So why do Israel have this identical plane in storage, and what are they planning to do with it? Conspiracy theorists believe Israel are planning a false flag terror attack on the United States, similar to 9/11, where the plane will be filled with explosives and flown into Manhattan. There are also theories that Iran are involved in this planned attack against the US. Conspiracy theorists believe the real Malaysian Airlines flight was hijacked and flown to Iran, where it was hidden from public view, in preparation for a terror attack. This theory is backed up by the fact that two Iranian men boarded the missing MH370 flight using stolen passports. Could they have hijacked the plane? But this isn't the only popular theory. Others include involvement from the Illuminati, North Korea, and even Edward Snowden. It could be pure coincidence, but a Reddit user pointed out that the missing Malaysian Airlines flight was the 404th Boeing 77 to have ever been built. And we all know where we've seen that number before. Another conspiracy of modern times is that Barack Obama is trying to bankrupt America. Conspiracy theorists believe that Obama is a Muslim extremist that hates America and wants to destroy it by any means possible. However, it cannot be done by force, so surely the fastest way to see America fall would be to affect it financially. The US is currently in debt to the tune of $17.2 trillion. During Obama's presidency campaign, he promised to cut America's deficit by half, but he in fact increased the nation's deficit by a staggering $6.7 trillion. To put that in perspective, during the 8-year term of George W. Bush's presidency, he increased the deficit by $4.9 trillion. This of course has led to widespread conspiracies, suggesting that Obama secretly has malicious intentions towards the US. If you've had the swine flu jab, you may already be a victim of a rather disturbing theory. Conspiracy theorists believe that the swine flu and bird flu jabs, and other vaccines, contain microscopic computer chips invisible to the naked eye, that have been injected into the population en masse without them knowing. Theorists believe these nano-chips will be used to track and even control the entire population. Some believe it has links to the New World Order, and when the time comes for a mass population cull, people who carry the nano-chip will be able to be terminated at the flick of a switch. Theorists back up such theories with evidence such as these thousands of plastic coffins being stored in a field in Georgia, which could be used to dispose of bodies in a mass cull, although others say they are simply grave liners designed to protect real coffins from the harsh elements. One of the most outlandish modern conspiracies surrounds the Chelyabinsk Meteor that exploded over Russia on the 15th of February 2013. During mid-morning, a flash of light appeared in the sky over the Russian town, causing a colossal shockwave that shook the surrounding area, shattered hundreds of windows and injured 1,100 people. The most plausible explanation is that a meteor entered the Earth's atmosphere and exploded in the sky. But the creative minds of conspiracy theorists all over the world came up with another scenario, that the meteor was actually a manifestation from the world's most advanced video game. The largest fragment found from the meteorite could easily fit into a human hand. Conspiracy theorists maintain that such a large object would not have been so thoroughly vaporized as it seems to have been. The absence of large fragments supports their theory that an experimental video game developer, delving into the possibilities of virtual reality, cracked the ultimate computer code and allowed a video game experience to manifest itself in reality. Could the United States be in cahoots with North Korea? Well, that's what some theorists believe. The relationship between the United States and North Korea is at an all-time low. However, some people think it's all just a cover-up and the two countries are actually close allies working together. There are only really 3 pieces of evidence to back up these claims. Firstly, American basketball player Dennis Rodman bizarrely met with Kim Jong-un in North Korea and publicly vowed eternal friendship with the North Korean leader. The second piece of evidence is simply that North Korea would have a pathetic chance if it were to launch a war against the most technologically advanced military in all of history. So, becoming enemies with them doesn't seem like a very wise idea. And finally, in 2012, the United States sent a 240,000-ton shipment of food to North Korea, despite relationships between the two countries already being dire. Which begs the question, why would they do this if they're not allies? Thanks for the view, subscribe for more 42.